I'm Dick Slansky from ARC, and this morning what we want to do is examine asset lifecycle information management for engineering, for effective engineering. My colleague Ralph Rio yesterday is covered very well and comprehensively, I might add, the operations and maintenance side. Now, I want to talk about today is engineering, and the other speakers will be going down into more detail in that. But I want to talk about good engineering across the design, build, operate, maintain life cycle. So it's engineering that starts at design and works its way all the way through. So today, assets come in many forms and shapes and sizes. They're big, they're complex, the projects are costly, as you saw in some of the earlier presentations, very costly projects. That's an issue. We're going to have to start bringing the cost down on these projects. The common thread among all these complex, inexpensive, and time-wise, in terms of project time, is good engineering across the entire life cycle. It starts with that, and we have to make sure that that gets proliferated and shared and exchanged across the life cycle. So we have ALIM. At ARC, we have the project information, which is management, or PIM, which is really our CapEx side of it. Asset information management, AIM, which is exactly that, the operations and maintenance part of it, and then we have asset and portfolio information management. A good ALIM strategy ties all that together. It's basically what it's all about. It's a good ALIM strategy that covers all of the domains across the life cycle, from design, build, through operate and maintain. It is getting CapEx information, the project information that starts, it initiates on the design side, and getting that across in a common platform, a common repository, a common way of accessing for all of the stakeholders across the life cycle. So you've got a lot of different roles here: project managers, constructors, build guys, fabricators, and design engineers, all the way down into the plant managers. The handover, again, is still the issue. It's still the crux. It's still the centerpiece, and it still presents issues today. A good ALIM strategy will address many of those issues, which I'm going to talk a little bit about here. Again, engineering information is critical across both the PIM and the CapEx side, all the way across into the AIM side, the operational information. There's not as much commonality between the types of information. As you can see, there is a little bit. Drawings and models and things like that are obviously have to be common. And contracts and purchase orders and so forth are common. But other than that, they're really two different domains in terms of what their needs are and their requirements and so forth. But the commonality is the engineering information. It has to be available and accessible across the entire life cycle. What I really want to stress here, and again, I'm using the linear approach. My colleague Ralph Rio said that this is obsolete, but for purposes of clarity, I want to explain this from a linear path here, from design and operate, from design, build, through operate, maintain. But it is about collaboration. We want to create an APM organization that is operationally ready. This is, I think, a really critical aspect of it. We want to create physical assets that are ready to operate. And let me emphasize again, the point of this is that, and we're getting a lot of this back from the operations folks, is that we want to have them involved at early stages and early phases of the design process. In other words, to establish requirements so that there's no surprises in the handover, that what they're going to get, what they are asking for, and what the requirements are. So there should be an involvement. So basically, what it really means is that operations should be involved in early on in planning and designing requirements. Another aspect of that, and a common theme throughout this forum, and I needed to address this briefly, is this whole notion of the Internet of Things that extends to all assets. In the asset lifecycle management area overall, I think the Internet of Things really is really pertinent in a sense that we're talking about intelligent assets, connected assets, the two main elements of IoT. And I think it really fits. That whole idea, the whole notion of Internet of Things really fits in the ALM, the Asset Lifecycle Management world. So we're talking about everything from equipment configuration, asset management, intelligent sensors, machine awareness, all these kind of things that allow for predictive maintenance, things like this. And we're talking about connected equipment, connected assets, connected devices, sensors, and so forth. And that's, as you can see, that was one of the themes.